Okay, now about these clothes.
I should double the patrols, just in case.
Yeah, you do that.
Audacious rat, the Syrian. But we'll get him.
The thing is, the fact that it's optional means I can walk up to the place decked out in full Witcher gear, and there will undoubtedly be dialogue where like the Queen's just like, "What the fuck are you doing, Geralt?" That's clearly going to be a thing, but let's play ball.
I love you.
Okay.
Darling.
And just random hooded woman. Alright. Who looked a lot like fucking Yennefer there, real. Like, I'm gonna be real. Okay.
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
Yeah, there's a contract on me. Alright, cool. I've said... You right there, madam? I've said this multiple times throughout this entire series, whenever someone picks a fight with Geralt. Witchers are known things in this world. Like, sure, you can say, like, they're rare, and the odds of ever meeting one are, like, nigh on non-existent, to the point where, like, people would be safe to assume the legends of witches are, like, gravely exaggerated and shit like that. But it's still known that witches exist. And if someone was like, hey, I want you and 3 of your friends to jump this witcher, common sense would dictate no. At least you'd think common sense would dictate no. I'm gonna rob you real quick before I buy your shit. I'm so glad there's no consequence of robbing people. I just robbed your shit in front of you, sir.
Sacre bleu. It's a crime. You're from the north. That's painfully clear. Excuse me? There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew. My salon stands open. Please come in.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
I mean, I have the wolf mask still, so that's all good. These clothes I have just at home. Well, I don't have that one. I know I have that. I'm gonna be real. Compulsion is making me low-key want to buy them all. Just so that when I get armor racks, I can put them on my armor rack. I can't help it.
Thanks. I think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
I spent all my money, but I can't help it. I hate my compulsions. I hate my mad level of like weird selective OCD for some things. I hate it, but I can't. This is my life. It's how I live my life, and I don't know.
Nice tune.
It's just the way God made my mind work. I have no control. I'm just a slave to my whims.
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Dog. Please disperse! The exhibition is closed.
What's this about?
Oh, Lapiote, give me strength. I can't bear this, please. I believe I've been clear. No presentation today. Oh, wait. Are you not that famous witcher, Geralt of Rivia? I believe I have work.
Okay.
Saw your notice. Mentioned a monument.
Oh.
The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Alas, I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
The statue. Just tell me, what's the problem?
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you.
I'm just here to collect the quest. And then I'll peace out to what I'm actually supposed to do.
Here it is. Our pride and joy, Reginald Dalbury. A giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tickler of harps and other.
Aha.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this?
Oh.
It's lost its jewels.
Oh.
Somebody stole the testicles off a statue.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals. Certified and authenticated.
Okay.
Sprung directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket, that is. Thus, you must retrieve those stones.
So, alright.
Got my attention. Now tell me about this Reginald, all you know.
There's so much to tell. Legend has it he and the architect Pharamond planned and laid out Beauclair.
Impressed already.
In particular, Reginald took great pains to devise escape routes for lovers caught with their pants down. Literally and metaphorically. He later made frequent use of them himself. Not out of fear, mind you, but to avoid having to kill his rivals in duels.
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones were very much in place.
Got any suspects?
Considering the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a suspect. Who would not want it for himself?
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do what you must, as long as you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times. Trying times. Don't worry, Reginald.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back to the quest that matters. But I thank you for that.
You shall be whole again.
I thank you for that important little
It will all...
sidetrack. Alright.
To be honest, every last man Jacques de
Thank you, game.
has but wine and women on the prey.
not surprise me.
A lady had to get ready after all, I guess.
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... Just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Fair. Fair enough.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off affair.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
A pantomime. You're gonna close on a pantomime. Okay.
We were really hoping...
You normally start with something like that, and then work your way
You
up.
are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her.
I don't know what it looks like.
Orchid.
And we just teleport inside.
Oh, Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress, there on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
I don't know what that looks like though. Take part in the entertainments. Well, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
To be in one of the
I'm having fun.
Put your own house in order first.
I'm gonna have some fun. There's so many fucking things on the map.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The great force.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, You another art?
Silence. The artist must focus. Quite the noble. Splendid. The sky over Toussaint before the storm.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
I got it. It's the sword.
It's not a landscape you
Drop them in the pail.
It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see. Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different, that green, lush and verdant as a field of vines. To vines and to wine!
This is the thing I'm currently doing. People have died. People have died.
Scarlet crimson oxblood. I see lips, full sensitive ardent lips. Yellow. Why ever yellow?
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
So this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun time waster.
It's rather... It's very... bloody colorful, that's what!
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
Oh god.
Built up a pretty powerful resistance.
The great...
Alright. Oh, that wore off quickly. It wore off a lot quicker than I thought it would. Alright.
This is... Let's go.
Your boards, as you've made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the country.
Alright. Alright. Cool. Alright. All of this is stupid. All of this is stupid, but I love it.
Have I not heard? It's on everyone's lips. 4 de Tuvettes in one night. Leave us be.
I mean, I would, but I just chased off your whore.
Critics!
Ripened. I'm sure you understand. There are a great many highly qualified candidates.
We wish to be alone. We are busy.
I shall go. Or perhaps I won't.
Oh, so I'm gonna be. Oh, okay. So that's story progress. Now we ain't doing that.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh. You look like the professor.
Ah, how beautiful.
Was it the professor? In the first game, there was the
The dolphin.
the two dudes. No, the professor was the guy with the glasses. Who was the other guy?
Impressive.
The actual magician man. Or was that the professor? I don't remember. Oh, okay.
About to burst from a surface.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
Alright, cool. You're right there, madam. There's water here.
Put your own house in order first. Do you fear taking a bath? Put your own
Okay.
house in order first.
Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmeffant-garde. It's all about two things. Coin and copulation.
Okay.
Pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of
I
criticism.
mean, it is kind of pretentious, I'm gonna be real.
Pretentious.
You're painting her like one of our French girls.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Kaviri orchid. Lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me.
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious...
Understandable, I guess.
I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get
And she's like, you know what? I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
Need I remind you?
Alright.
To meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centurion Noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centurion Noble. Ah, you must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here, tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Still though, the Queen's just like, you know what? You know what? Maybe I'll let you paint me naked. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Alright. She's fun. I love her. She's great.
This painting, it's rather... It's very...
Form exists in
bloody colorful!
I'm gonna take your food.
You must throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond
Did you
the
say
bounds of
something?
cognition.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Okay.
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Trickly refuse.
Writing all that on a napkin is impressive.
Empty, heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Now I want to know, does Geralt permanently see like this? Or is this just a thing that he has to concentrate to make happen? Like with this line of descent. Like, does he see it normally like this? Or does he have to concentrate? How doth work? Also, what the fuck is... Oh, okay.
It's a dance. That's to say, the other one. His brother.
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
There's nothing to loot in this room, oddly enough. Weird.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh, not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
My headphones have died and that's really irritating.
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
I'm kind of surprised that we just met a guy who's just straight up like, nah, yeah, cool, I got this. I was expecting some level of bullshittery. Okay, but I'm going in every room. Or not.
That must be Cecilia.
No, Paul.
Not what I expected.
Too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Again, not what I expected. I'm gonna loot her real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna loot your stuff, madam. You're dead now, you won't need it.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony. Bloody handprint. It's his. Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Must have climbed this ladder. Footprints, made by soiled boots. Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
I'm gonna loot everything I can, though.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor.
Probably someone who was in here.
Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle. Jewelry box. Locks busted. Picked open probably. Jewelry box. Locks busted. Picked open probably. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
Okay.
Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out, fall out.
Nothing else in this room.
Locked. No key in sight.
Oh. I was incorrect. There's something else in this room? Oh.
Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centrians killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything in full detail.
Go on. My headphones are working again, so yay.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
Fell out of the window.
just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes, he stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewellery.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, The wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
Oh?
My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers.
I'm sorry?
She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Why?
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day.
Okay.
In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Okay. It's alright.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tyne, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form. You must make sure of that.
I mean, I can try, but no promises.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in both.
Wait, you know Regis too?
My very dear friend, Detlef van der Eretain.
Oh.
Rival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the witch's hunt.
Oh.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally.
Is she a higher vampire too?
Che, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Seems surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
That's my track record.
Possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trait for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
She has no idea.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
Are we about to just leave the Queen with him? Are we about to just leave the Queen with him? And her?
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Playing a dangerous game here, sir. And I still got that bloody tattoo on my neck.
Splendidly, Detlaff. I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Alright, cool. As long as you're not coming, we're all good. Yeah, fade out to the painting of people picking grapes, I guess. Yeah, symbolism, probably. Ah, no. Maybe.
No, Pecorino.
And, okay, well, that was... Suddenly just... Okay, well. Cool.
You shan't turn back a river with a rod. Sit, drink.
Don't know what that means, but okay, cool.
Secret stinks.
Okay, so I've got to put my goddamn armor back on. There we go. I am nearly over encumbered. Do I have shit I can sell? I do, but not much. It's still worth a pretty penny. Cool. Does her sister have a portrait yet? Nope, we have no idea what she looks like. I'm gonna bet $17, 17 whole dollars, a currency I don't deal in, that her sister is actually Detlef's lover. What was her name? Right. I don't remember the full name, but I'm gonna go ahead and bet. I'm gonna go ahead and bet money on that. That she is actually Detlef's lover. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, no, that crossbow, stay in. Alright. And we got all these named swords that I'm keeping.
So long.
Alright. I know I said I would do side shit, but like I'm really... Also, my gloves. But yeah, I know I said I'll do side shit after, but I'm like really into this. I'm really into this story now. Snakes don't have paws. Wrong button. Okay, so that's the closest one. I'm really into the story, so I ain't got time for your side bullshit. I might do the side quest later. We'll see. But I really want to pursue this story. I was about to say persuade, but no, you don't persuade a story. That's not how that works.
Diddly snaps! My back aches something horrid! Whoa, sir! Watch it!
Should I go on Roach? Yes, I should, but it's too late now. Okay. Okay. No. No. Alright. Alright. Okay. Side shit. Side shit. You know what? I'm gonna cut this here. I'm gonna bolt this into the end of that episode. Side shit. Alright then. Cool.